Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are RightSea. We are here at RecBuzz 2023, and we're interviewing executives from various job boards, job aggregators, or people that are in the recruitment space. Today, we're here with a very special guest, Mrs. Hilda. She just got off the stage from speaking on a panel. She runs the African Talent Company. Welcome to this interview.
Thank you.
Please tell us, who you are, what you do, and the name of your company and what you guys do there.
So I'm Hilda Kabushenga. I'm the CEO of the African Talent Company. We run job boards in several African markets, specifically some of the largest ones like Nigeria and Kenya, Uganda and Ghana as well. Our big focus is really on the typical job platform type of business, but we also do a lot of headhunting, some manpower outsourcing, and job seeker upskilling.
Okay. And what got you into the recruitment industry? Is this something you've been doing a long time, or did you just, tell us?
Well, I was actually I'm a serial consultant, so I worked at KPMG and McKinsey.
Okay.
But in my career, I realized I ended up doing a lot of talent-focused work and organizational behavior. And for me, the amalgamation of technology and people became something I wanted to do more of. So I joined my current company as CEO of Jobberman Nigeria then, and I've been there 4 years now, and somehow I now run the Africa business.
So tell us about the talk you just had here at RecBuzz. How was it?
It was great. I think it's interesting when I'm here speaking with people from Europe or America where worklessness is an issue. And I'm from the African continent where unemployment is an issue, joblessness is the issue. So it was nice to listen to a panel of, what happens in the future as the workforce continues to decline in Europe and in Africa it's just growing. So I think there's a huge thing up to the future, 10, 15 years from now. The African workforce is going to be the largest on the continent, and hearing firsthand the fact that there's an opportunity for us to solve that problem quite proactively by upskilling and growing African talent to serve Europe and America in the future, we're quite good.
That makes a lot of sense. Actually, my next question was going to be like, what are you most excited about? And that, I would say your growth in Africa is probably something you're excited about. What else?
So that's definitely one thing. The other thing we're excited about, I think, is just the impact we have on people, right? If you work in a market where there's 35% unemployment, which is the case in Nigeria, for example, every time somebody gets a job, it's actually quite personal because they can afford education, they can afford healthcare, they can afford a much better life for them and their entire families. And that's probably what excites me the most about what we're doing. We're also part of a much larger group, the RecBuzz Group, which has businesses in Switzerland and in other markets. So on top of just the impact we have in Africa, we're able to bring global best practice to the continent and kind of introduce that to a very fragmented and small industry on the continent.
That's awesome. So out of all the, companies in Africa that kind of do what you guys do, what makes your company different?
A number of things. One, I'll say scale. We are the largest, and we talked about this a bit earlier on, the fact that number one always gets this massive advantage and the others don't. So scale makes us different. The other thing is we've got an actual deep focus on job seekers. So one of our core pillars is actually job seeker upskilling. We understand there's a skills gap on the continent, and you want to get well-qualified seekers. You want to improve workplace productivity if you don't invest in the seekers. So unlike a typical job board where somebody just goes to apply for a job, we care more about, hey, do you have soft skills training? Are you ready to get into work? Do you have a good CV? What's your career path? How do we help you along that path? And it's something that's made us quite special in the market.
Yeah, it's all about caring about your candidates, right?
Exactly.
We don't want to look at people as like a number. We want to be able to take them, help them, get them from point A to point B. Exactly. And no longer can you really use, things like, videos, blogs, articles. That stuff doesn't work. That stuff's for SEO.
Exactly.
But it's not really stuff that really helps take the candidate from here to here.
Exactly. And if the only way to win is actually to have the best candidates in the market. So if the candidates are not excited about what you're offering them, you lose them completely.
It's a no-brainer. No, here at RightSea, we try to, we have that same kind of philosophy of taking care of the client. We do a managed career services white label thing where we partner with job boards like yourself and provide an opportunity to improve on their CV or improve in their LinkedIn cover letter, whatever it may be. So I like that. What are some things that your company is doing to create a better candidate experience?
Cool. So I think the biggest one for us is career path thing, right? If you look at the content, our unique situation in the market, the biggest challenge is how do I grow from A to B? Formal education is quite expensive, so not going to get that. And also there's no knowledge, A lot of people, we work with millennials, especially in Africa. They're the first generation in their family that have gone beyond college, that have formal careers. And so they're wondering, how do I move from being an accountant with years of experience to being a CFO? And that's kind of where we fill the gap, to bring them that knowledge, to expose them to courses, to partner with people who can actually help them where we can't, and make sure they've got successful careers going forward.
Okay. What do you guys have on your your horizon for the rest of 2023, 2024? What are some of the projects or things that you guys are working on?
So 2023 was actually the year of the seeker.
Okay.
We invested already a lot
like
in matching technology, etc. But what we're doing right now is seeker discovery. What is the job seekers of tomorrow want, and how do we build that for them? I've mentioned already a lot around upskilling and career growth and development, but even more around how do I make it easy for you to apply, for example. How do I help you practice your interviews? How do I make it even easier for you to sign up to my platform? And not that we're going to become social media like LinkedIn or something like that, no, but still wanting our platform to be the one place citizens are most excited to spend their time. Yeah, and don't know that we've got an answer yet. It's still discovery phase, but that's really what we're focused on.
What do you think about AI? Do you think AI plays a role in the recruitment process?
I think it does, definitely. Positive and negative, but I think it really does. First of all, it's going to get much more interesting to interview candidates going forward. They'll be better prepared. Nobody knows where the research will be from, but I think they'll have much better answers to the interview and the prep system. But even for an employer, thinking about how do I get from 100 candidates to one, AI, I think, is going to have a huge role to play in that. We're already experimenting a little bit, especially on the employer side for now.
Around
Are
you integrating the
getting
AI?
getting them better candidates, better matching without having to see through, just cutting down the time it takes to to get a shortlist, really, right?
Yeah.
On the seeker side should also be interesting. I think for a seeker to be really prepared for the opportunity when it comes. Everyone needs a drawback.
Well, awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come out here and share your wisdom with us.
Thank you.
We'd love to continue this conversation and talk more with you. Let everybody know where they can find you and how do they get a hold of you guys.
So they can find me on LinkedIn, Hilda Kabushenga. I'm the CEO of the African Talent Company. The African Talent Company is also available on LinkedIn, and so are all the different platforms. So Jobberman.com, Jobberman Ghana, BrighterMonday Kenya, and BrighterMonday Uganda.
All right, you heard it there. Make sure you follow her. She's doing a lot of big things in the continent of Africa as well as all over Europe. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is actually very nice.